So yeah, I'm so into what we're going to talk about today to help people, because there's 30 million small businesses in the United States right now, and only about 1% of them will have the luxury of being able to afford a professional agency to come to their assistance when it comes to creating their message and their look and their brand and their ads and all that stuff. So 99% of us have to wing it. And that's kind of a lot of people who have never been specially trained to do it. And so a lot of people wing it and mess up, and they lose money. And as an entrepreneur, you hate it when you lose money because you never have enough of that. And so it's one of the reasons we founded Admanity, was to help people, to show them here are the right ways to go, and here are some of the landmines you probably should avoid.
Yes. And that is so important because there is so many opportunities out there to run into stumbling blocks when it comes to hiring professionals, right? Because I mean, everyone out there has a service. Everyone out there is trying to capitalize on the entrepreneur, because we all need all these very strategic tools to scale and make it in business. So sometimes we all come with this desperation thinking, oh my God, I need this new marketing tool because it's going to start bringing me all those leads that I need and all that money. Right. And so we invest $5,000, $10,000, and then a lot of times it's like a bag of rocks at the end of the day, and you're like, where's my clients? I mean, I've had several experiences like that, but not with you for sure.
We have more tools today. Yeah, it's frustrating, because not only do you have to beat just the general rules of entrepreneurial, the journey of doing that, just beating the other guys, but now there's 10,000 different tools to use. Yeah. There's online stuff that we don't even know how to pronounce, and now they're going to bring all of the IQ, what is it, the artificial intelligence and everything else. Yes. That's going to kind of come before us, and most of us are not trained to handle any of this stuff, yet we're going to have to. So today's entrepreneur has more choices than ever, and that sounds great until you realize that's more ways to mess up than ever. Yeah. And somebody needs to, and sometimes we need to get back to basics. And so Admanity is sort of this high-tech company that preaches barbarism and getting back to knuckle dragging, caveman level emotions that we all have. And if you can manage to learn how humans respond to everyday emotions, especially in marketing, well, now you've got an advantage over everybody else. And you don't have to invest in $100,000 in software tools to do it. And so we're trying to be high tech on one side of our company, and yet what we show people has been truthful, and it has worked for thousands of years. So it's really different what we do.
Yes, and that's the best thing about it, is that human psychology and emotions don't change no matter how many years ago that concept was developed, right? Playing on people's emotions for certain ads and really triggering thought and emotion to buy. So you've done that really well in this protocol manual, this amazing program where really pretty much you put in your business details, and then you get this magnificent report that pretty much tells you all the keywords and all the colors and all the triggers and all the things that we all wish we knew when we were going to set up our first Facebook ad. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. I wish I had this 20 years ago when I was doing various entrepreneurial things. I was one of those people that was winging it, and I spent a lot of money on things that didn't work. And that's very frustrating. And so to be able to, essentially what we do is we hand you the owner's manual for your brand to show you in no uncertain terms, well, this is what has historically always worked. Here are the ad formulas that you will use to find success, because people respond to these. And like you said, the words, the colors, the upsells, the win backs. How do you win back a customer who maybe you lost or they walked away? How do you upsell your current customers? What's the psychology of your best customer? How do you speak to them? And how do you phrase everything in such a way that it compels them to buy from you? It's not, some people think anything is an ad. And when I was in the magazine business, it frustrated me, because they would turn in artwork and they'd say, well, there's my ad. and I would know instantly that it wasn't going to work. And they were very proud of it. But it's not an ad until it works. You know, it's sort of just a pile of information on a page. And so the difference is great ads work and they continue to work. Some of the biggest brands in the world haven't changed their ads in 50 years. Why?
Yeah.
Because it just keeps working. Why would you change it?
Right.
And so Admanity is based on all of the best formulas over the last 100 years. That's sort of where we did our homework to find those formulas. And now we can match them up to the type of brand that you are once you take our little online test. And that's how it works.
Yes. And it is a smooth process, ladies and gentlemen. I have done this on all my businesses and my clients. I'm like, you must have this. There is nothing else like it. Okay. If you really want the toolbox that's going to open up the gates of certainty with your marketing, this Admanity tool is amazing. The tactics, the strategies, the ad formulas, the keywords and phrases, the upsells, the win backs. It's just essential. And really getting into the foundation and fundamentals of marketing and really connecting with your customer is so crucial these days. And this will make it so much easier for you.